Welcome back to another episode of NFT Catcher Podcast. We'd like to remind everybody that nothing on the show is meant as financial advice, and to please do your own research. Thank you, and enjoy the show.
Now the subject is NFTs.
They're known as non-fungible tokens, or NFTs.
NFTs are exploding in popularity.
This is a technology that will forever change the way people interact.
So it is happening whether you understand it and like it or not.
This phenomenon is moving. The digital.
You have now joined Jenny from the blockchain and Michael Keene on the NFT Catcher Podcast.
What's up, everyone, and welcome back to another episode of the NFT Catcher Podcast with me, Jenny from the blockchain, and my co-host, Michael Keene. Michael, happy Sunday.
Happy Sunday. We've both been traveling a bit. Missed our interview episode this past week. Your trip was good. You're back home.
Yes, I'm literally just got back home like 40 minutes ago or something. So
nice.
And I know you're out traveling right now watching football and such.
Mm-hmm. I'm in Detroit. I went to the Eagles-Lions game today. The Eagles squeaked out a 3-point win to go 1-0, which is good.
Nice.
Here with my cousin, and I mentioned as we were talking, Gassan, one of our listeners, who I've become friends with. We met up at VCon. He's been an amazing host in this city, got us our tickets. We were 50-yard line, 25th row up, like incredible seats, and went out to dinner. And Andy was saying, and he has this amazing growth factory, this like whole facility where he's putting out 100 pounds a week and this amazing stuff. So he was a great host. The city's really nice, Detroit. I've never been before, but I don't think it was this nice before, but it's really come up. Downtown's really, really nice.
Hey, that sounds fun.
Yeah, it's been a good time. Leaving tomorrow, late afternoon, flying back to Florida.
Very nice. Cool. Yeah. And I was just in Cali, and now I'm back. But we got to talk about NFTs. There wasn't too many things that happened, so this is gonna be a bit of a shorter episode than usual. And like we said, we've been traveling, so we're not super dialed in, but nonetheless, Michael has gathered topics for us to talk about, and we have some things to talk about this week.
Yeah, there was definitely some things going on. I know the Gutter Cat Gang dropped some more stuff, which I didn't really check up on. Andy was saying how it was a Dutch auction, and he didn't even know the exact price. So it'd be nice to talk about that. But one thing that I actually found really, really interesting that happened this week is the NBA signed a deal with Sorare, who we've been seeing a lot at the top of the, volume rankings. And NBA is going to be doing a fantasy game with the NBA, and the NBA PA signed. So there's a couple aspects to it. Dapper and Top Shot must be not thrilled about that. And then just what they have going on, because there's a similar one for football that we've talked about a couple times. But I guess from like the Top Shot perspective, have you seen anybody talk about that? And I have.
I've seen a couple of people being like, oh no, what does this mean for Top Shot? But it does kind of seem like it, like you said, it is taking a little bit more of that like fantasy spin, and it's not going to be like video clips. So it's a little bit different. So I don't know. I'm not like thinking of it as like a direct competitor to NBA Top Shot. But I guess we'll just have to see how it plays out. I'm always kind of the mindset that there's room for everybody, and collaborate over compete. And, people can collect multiple things. And so I think it'll be exciting and interesting to see how that goes with Sorare. And like you said, they've been topping the charts with the highest trading volume week on weekend. So interested to see how that plays out.
Yeah, and that's with like just soccer, football. And now when they have NBA, I guess you make a really good point about there's room for everybody. Like in basketball, there is Panini basketball cards. And then there's companies that do, basketball this and fantasy basketball and all that. So there's definitely room. I guess people, you worry about the market share at first or whatever, but it's going to be cool. I like that kind of stuff. I like those ideas. I've been dabbling with it with Reignmakers on DraftKings, which is that same concept for the NFL, where you buy the players and create your fantasy lineups. You know, I only did a little bit. I didn't go all out. You have to like, if you want to be really good, you have to spend a lot of money, if that makes sense, because you buy all the best players.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And with Reignmakers, at the end of the year, the players, you have to buy new players for next year. It's only like a 1-year card. You get to keep it and own it, and you'll be able to sell it, like theoretically, if it becomes a collectible because it was season 1 or whatever. But it loses its utility. Yep. So I didn't want to go crazy.
Yeah.
Yep. But I have fun with it. I think it's a really cool concept. I've been playing fantasy football for over 20 years, so it's definitely like in my wheelhouse. Yeah, for sure.
Oh yeah, you and Andy have been playing that together.
Yeah,
like right?
Yeah, we're in a league. We've been in a league for a long time. Is Andy Jeff's the reigning champion. My cousin Jeff was here at me in Detroit, but Andy beat me today actually.
Oh,
in week 1 in our head-to-head game. Yeah, he killed me. Okay,
I'm gonna root for Andy. I'm gonna have to.
Oh no!
I'm gonna be Team Andy for this one.
All right, we'll keep you updated on our local.
Andy writes in the chat. Yeah.
4-time champ. I think it's only 3. I think he just made that up.
4-time champ. How are you gonna top that?
Andy's pretty good.
Wait, so Michael's the underdog.
I only won once. Yeah, I'm the underdog.
Oh, usually I like to root for the underdog. So
yeah, okay.
But I'll keep my vote. I'll keep my vote for now.
Andy's a silent killer. He was like, I didn't look anything up, and then just drafts all the best players.
Nice.
Yeah. It was fun though. We had our fantasy draft a couple weeks ago, and he beat me today. But yeah, so I'm into the Reignmakers. I'm definitely interested in seeing what's so rare. And I even mentioned somebody in our chat that we might want to ask on that's like a so rare. They really love so rare or whatever. So we can learn about it. I might even look at buying some soccer players. I don't know.
Oh.
Yeah, they seem to be coming up. So have you haven't bought or sold anything this week? You haven't been buying?
I haven't. No, I really haven't. Yeah. I haven't done much.
There's some things I look at. Like I'm always trying to see what the good deals are. It feels like Moonbird oddities are a pretty decent deal. They're like just over 1 ETH. You know, it'd be kind of interesting to get in that. Moonbirds is under 10. Cool Cats went under 2.
Oh, I saw this tweet where I don't really check the prices all that much.
Yeah.
Unless I see it on Twitter of people like posting a screenshot of the floor price. And it was like 1.89. And I'm like,
I know.
Oh my. Yeah. So when when I went to the dentist last, he was like asking me, he's like, should I sell my Cool Cat? And I was supposed to come in like the following week again. And I was like, whatever you decide to do will be a good decision. And he had bought his originally for 0.7, which I had bought mine for 0.69. So I was like, we kind of have the same buying price. And I was, I told him I was just going to hold mine because I'm just a holder. But he ended up selling it for like, I think like 3.3. He said, or something like that. And
okay.
Yeah. And so I guess that ended up being a good move because now the floor is down to 1.89. Yeah.
Well, ETH is pushing up. ETH is almost 1,800.
Okay, let's go.
Yeah, I know. Sunday night, 10 o'clock is what the price is. Yeah, I mean, like I've said a bunch of times, I do feel like there are really good deals out there. Like I wouldn't mind buying a whole bunch more of those, VFriends V2s. VFriends V1 is like 5.5. It's probably smart, but I also, you have to think about with ETH and, like, I feel like if I started buying a bunch of NFTs, ETH would go to like 5,000 the next day. If I get rid of all my ETH, like,
yeah, it's such a like hard thing to decide.
Right.
Do you buy NFTs? Do you hold ETH? Do you convert to USDC? Do you cash out to fiat? Like, what do you do with your money? And it's not easy, and everybody ends up doing different things. And you just learn along the way, but it's really hard to know what the right move is.
Yeah, for sure. I'm still super bullish on NFTs. Like every brand you hear about is still moving forward full speed. They're all learning. They're all asking questions. The VC money's piling in. Like I think even despite the bear, those are all really good signs of people letting us know that there's a strong future.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think just, it got so crazy with all these, like everybody's one they dropped, people with no experience, completely anonymous, going up to 3, 4, 5 ETH, and it's just things with no utility at all.
Yeah, like the same team like coming out with like all these different projects.
Well, that
it's, like,
is happening.
New
Yeah,
people.
for sure. Oh my God. Yeah, that's the worst. Like this constant barrage of these free drops and fake ones, and like there's the ones on OpenSea that are in the top 15 that'll drain your wallet, steal your NFTs. There were a bunch of Queen Elizabeth ones that dropped when she passed away. Yeah.
Oh, I bet.
Yeah. God save the Queen and all that. Like there's a whole bunch of different. I keep seeing them on Icy Tools. Yeah, when you say you don't check the prices, I actually go to Flips.finance like probably 3 or 4 times a day.
Wow. And you can see the prices, you can see all the new stuff, right?
You can see, right. You can see, you see the highest volume stuff on their main page. If you want to see the new stuff, you go to Icy Tools, but that's become so garbage and manipulated. Honestly, I haven't been like Flips.finance gives you, it's like the top 150 projects by volume and gives you their floor price, what it was 24 hours ago,
right?
All the action, the volume. I find a lot of value in that for sure.
Did you see that? I had seen a tweet recently where it was saying like Magic Eden has half the amount of marketplace volume as OpenSea. Like apparently,
I believe it. Yeah, I believe it. I mean, especially if they're counting the y00ts week, there was a lot of volume for that.
What happened with y00ts? They launched and then nothing. There's no reveal or anything yet. Do we have a timeline on that? Does anybody know what's happening?
That's a straight up rug. No, it's not. No, Frank was on with K Money. I don't know if you guys saw that in his
on Twitter Spaces.
They do Twitter Spaces a bunch, like on K Money's podcast.
Oh,
yeah. Let me see.
What did he say?
He talks a good game. He talks a good game for sure. The floor says it's 145. So I think it's about hovering where it's been for the use. Okay. Yeah, Frank, he's a young guy. He talks a good game. People really like him and follow him. I don't have any reason to have anything against the guy. I don't own any of this stuff. He didn't select either of us. It's messed up. The superstars that we are absolutely should have been selected for the y00ts list. Like Howie Mandel got on there.
What? Deal or no deal? Oh my God, that's such a classic.
And who else? Like Allen Iverson got on there.
What is an NBA player doing competing for a whitelist spot?
He probably didn't. They probably just
probably like whoever's like managing their wallets, right? Like whoever has control over that, they're the ones doing it. I would imagine.
Absolutely. ENS domains are still crushing it. I don't have the exact numbers, but like there's the 999 club, which is like 3 digits.eth, like 565.eth.
Right.
And then there's the 10,000 club, the 10K club. And I think that's even like 3.5 to 4 ETH floor if you want one of the 10K clubs, which is higher than almost every project. You know what I mean? Because there's 10,000 of them. So if you want a 4-digit number, it's like 3.5. Even a 3-digit number, I think, is like 10 ETH. It's a really high floor.
Damn.
Yep. And then there's like the emoji ones are going for a lot. Like ENS has more volume than Bored Apes. It doesn't make Crypto Slam for some reason, so we don't see ENS on that list. But they have more volume than the Bored Apes this week.
All right, I stand corrected on ENS domains. I definitely did not think that they were going to continue to do well, because I do remember when the craze first started, like several months ago. I can't remember exactly when, but a few months ago, like they just all of a sudden people start registering 3-digit, 4-digit, 5-digit, or I guess 3 and 4-digit ENS domains,
right?
And like selling them for multiple ETH, which I didn't think was going to last. But it's really starting to appear more and more like license plates, where like certain places, like 1-digit, 2-digit, 3-digit license plates are like super popular and they go for like a ton of money. So I don't know. People are kind of comparing it to that, and I'm starting to see it. Still wouldn't buy one, but yeah, I get it now. Although, yeah, it's kind of like it's weird to wrap your head around. Like, what is a 4-digit ENS number selling for, like 10 ETH?
Yeah, it's definitely weird. It's I mean, I get it for sure. Like I think the future of it all comes down to if ETH really is the winner, if everything's happening on ETH, then these ETH domain, it could be your payment, your website, like it could, it's kind of cool.
You're voting for ETH. Yeah, you're voting for ETH.
Right. But I kind of feel like the consumer blockchain is not really going to be ETH because the merge is not going to help time or gas. It's not going to make it faster and it's not going to lower gas. So it's like if there's going to be like 100 times the amount of people, like gas is going to go through the roof. Ticketmaster chose Flow. There's a couple other ones choosing like I was reading, when I was going through the news, I don't remember exactly which ones, but everyone's choosing different blockchains than Ethereum. You notice that?
Yeah, you can buy domains on other blockchains as well, like .flow.
You can buy .flow, yeah.
Yeah, you can buy .flow domains and things like that. So
do you know that dude? You know that dude Function, FUNXION or something like that?
Yeah,
the Twitter guy. He, I think he said that he bought like a lot of the Twitter influencers' .sol address.
Gosh.
Yeah, smart move. Smart move.
And he's probably not going to just give it to them.
No, he's definitely not. No, not that guy.
Which is just messed up.
Uh-huh.
But whatever. I was fortunate to have somebody looking out for me. I don't even know the person, but they had registered my Jennifer Pseudo .eth.
Wow.
And they just sent it to me. And I was like, please, like, let me like give you something for it. They're like, no, like I just, they basically just wanted to be a nice person. And I'm just like, wow, that's so kind of them. And I just felt like eternally grateful. But yeah, of course, it's not always going to be like that where there's people that are just nice and secure something for you so they can send it to you later. I think my sister had registered my like .flow, and I'm not sure she has it, I think. But yeah, there's so many other blockchains.
You have your dot chain.
My dot chain. Thanks to you. Shout out to Michael.
Yeah, that's gonna come in handy one day. That's gonna be the big. I don't know. I don't even remember that website that I bought it from.
Oh my god!
It was like some brand new. They probably didn't sell anyone out of business.
Yeah, but that's something to think about too. Like your domain on all the different blockchains, and
I know they'll figure out a way to be universal at some point. I would only imagine. Yeah. I've heard they're trying to make it so like, you don't have to follow all these different people on every single social media app. Like if you follow somebody once, there's some technology coming for that. You follow somebody, like you always follow them when they open up a new thing.
Okay, that's I don't know if I want that. I don't know if I want that.
Turn that feature off.
Yeah, turn that feature off. I don't want to follow everyone else.
Right. Depending on which social media you're on.
Yeah, because it's like some social media, like when I had Instagram, it would be a little more personal. And I, follow people I know or people that like inspired me and stuff like that. Yeah. But then it's like Twitter, like I follow people in the NFT space and I don't follow anyone. I don't know anybody like, from my past that's like on Twitter. And I don't know, I'm like, would I want to follow other people? I don't know. Right. But that is cool. That is cool. Mm-hmm. I'll stop being a hater.
It's interesting stuff coming. What else did I see? I found 2 pieces of data. I like data. So this person, Jumpman on Twitter, who I don't know if I was familiar with before, but they tweeted there are 24 million unique Ethereum projects on the ETH blockchain.
24
NFT projects.
Million?
24 million. 28,000 of them have had at least one secondary sale. So, that's whatever that is, like 10%. And 164 of those are a 1 ETH floor. So that's 0.58%, 1 out of every 200 projects that are.
Wow. That's interesting.
Yeah.
That's very interesting.
So very low. There's only 164 projects that have a 1 ETH floor. And that's even some of the projects might only have like 10 pieces, like Beeple and stuff like that. Like that includes his. That includes his, you know what I mean?
Right. How do you see a list of all the 164 projects? You think there's like a list somewhere?
I guess they scraped the blockchain for the projects, and then
that's interesting. From 24 million unique projects to only 164 of them having one ETH floor, which I mean, it's not like things have to be super monetarily valuable for it to be, worth something to you sentimentally, but that is interesting.
Yeah. I found that interesting just for perspective of what's out there and, what kind of expectations to have. Our friend Sibel, who we had on the episode a couple weeks ago, put out a chart of how many millions of dollars a lot of the top projects have made. And there's a lot of money floating out there. Bored Apes made 43. They made 20 on Mutants, and they made 350 million on the other side drop.
And that's not including secondary.
No, royalties. I think these are including secondary.
Oh, okay.
Because they only made a couple million on the primary Bored Apes.
Okay, got it.
Yep. Azuki has made $39.3 million. Clonex has made 20. Moonbirds has made 59. Doodles 15. Cool Cats 10.5. Loot for Adventurers has made 6.5. And World of Women has made 6.2. I was like, that's messed up. That Loot for Adventurers made more money than World of Women so far.
Loot, oh my God. Is anybody okay? So Loot, for those that run around for the Loot craze, it was basically, this was a very short-lived craze of projects, and mostly it was just Loot and then things with a letter right before Loot, so like Slew and Blue and like all these other anyway, basically it was like, oh, the community is deciding the utility of this, and basically the community is building this project, which was like interesting, but then it started going for so much on the secondary. Like Loot was up to like above 10 ETH floor. Yeah. And it was like, for what? It was I don't know if people are still building with the Loot project. I would be interested to look into that and figure that out.
Wasn't Beanie hyping that up?
I mean, yeah, Beanie was hyping up a lot of Beanie came out with Blue, which did not age well.
And then there was like the building token or something, like $building, that went like blew up and then went down to nothing.
Yeah, and then right when he tweeted, I will make this my life's mission to integrate it into everything I do. And then that was like literally the top, and then it just went. Oh my
God. What a nightmare.
Yeah, it was a nightmare.
Yeah. I mean, there's some other V-Friends made 30 million. Mechaverse made 6 million. Like, come on.
Wow.
Yeah, crazy. Invisible Friends made 5.9 million. MFers made 4.8. That guy Sartoshi, the open edition he did that sold 17,000 of them, it's down under, it's like 0.009 or something for that.
Jeez. Did those reveal or?
I think they're just like, they're all just one thing, I think.
Well, but the art had said it was like yet to be determined or something. Like the art was like, I don't know if that was the art of it being like yet to be revealed, or if like it was seriously yet to be revealed. I feel like that was the art, the fact that it had said like, oh, yet to be revealed. But I don't know. I haven't seen anyone like showing what it revealed to. So
my guess is Sartoshi is one of the other influencers that we also know.
It's probably Charles.
Probably is.
Charles, aka Beanie.
Yeah.
Or Zagabond.
That's what I was thinking.
And maybe Zagabond is also Beanie. Is everyone just Beanie? Like,
yeah, Beanie's like the entire crypto NFT influencer crowd. Even Farouk is Beanie.
Man. Well, yeah, I don't know if we have too much more to talk about. Well, obviously we got to go over the Crypto Slam charts.
Yeah.
Oh, we might be breaking the record here for shortest episode. So
it's all right.
Yeah. We got one in the works.
I'll be back in the office. All right, I'm pulling up Crypto Slam. I'm doing it on my phone because normally I have 6 computer monitors in front of me. But
sorry. I could totally pull them up.
No. It's my job. I got it up.
It's my job.
I got it up.
What we pay you for to pull up
exactly.
Oh wait, we don't pay you. Oops, never mind.
That's why I make the big bucks doing this podcast stuff.
Yes.
Yep. Well, let me say one more funny thing. I'm here with my cousin Jeff, who's not into NFTs at all. We always laugh. We're all, he's a couple years younger than me. We usually go to one Eagles game a year, or a Phillies game, or Sixers game. We travel together. So he was like, last time you were telling me about that monkey picture, you said it was like $450,000. He's like, I told you to sell. He's like, what's it worth now? I'm like, about 120,000. And he was like laughing at me. He's like, I told you to sell it.
Oh no, not that I told you to sell it.
He was like, it was a no-brainer. It's like $450,000.
He also probably would have said it was a no-brainer to sell it if you would have told
at
him about
20,000, right?
Or even at 1,000. He would be like, definitely
get rid of it. I know, of course.
Sell it ASAP.
But yeah, we are cracking up though. He's like, that monkey picture you have. So number one is y00ts, which we talked about. The y00ts mint tube at $9.5 million. Solana number one. Bored Apes number two. Other Deed number three. ENS is number four. And earlier I said that I didn't think we got ENS on here. Maybe they just weren't making the top before. They did almost 6.5 million.
Wow.
Sorare is number five. That Solana collection that keeps making it on here. ABC is number six. The Mutants are number seven. CryptoPunks are number eight. Clone X and Gutter Juice. Gutter Juice had a big jump in volume. NFL All Day was number 11. Moonbirds. The Gods are 14. Top Shot 15. Yep. What's up?
This might be the first time that a Solana project has been number one by sales volume.
I'm thinking it might be. I'm trying to remember if OK Bears might have done that once, because they had their moment, if you remember, when I bought mine way high.
Yeah. Okay. All right, I take that back.
Yeah, but I don't know. It might not have, but I for some reason I think it might have. But I thought that as well. Is it the first time in Solana? Then I remembered OK Bear, so I'm not sure.
Well, nonetheless, it is rare for a Solana project to be top in the charts in competition with ETH projects for number one by sales volume. So major props.
I mean, and y00ts and DGods have brought a lot of ETH people over to Solana to at least mess with it, including Franklin. You saw what happened with him when he sold his right away. Did we talk about that? It
was a big controversy that he sold his, which everyone kind of expected him to do. I mean, he's a flipper at heart. The only thing he really loves are his apes. And so everything else is just to further his accumulation of bored apes, essentially.
Yeah, and that's his style. He puts it out there. Of course, people are going to get mad, but there were thousands of sales. So everybody that in this quote unquote curated community was selling,
Oh yeah, and plug for our Franklin interview that we did. Oh man, I don't even know how far back it was, but over 10 or maybe about 20 episodes ago. I don't even know.
Yeah, at least. That was, I think that was in the 60s.
Okay.
I remember, it was a while ago. Yep.
Yeah, so go check that out.
That was a good one. Yep. He opens up his deepest, darkest emotions. So
he cries.
He cries. We laugh, we cry.
A lot of things happen. Yeah. If we ever don't push out content fast enough, just go back and listen to some of the older interviews.
Yeah, we got some good stuff.
Yeah, even the recaps. It's nice to kind of follow the timeline on what was going on even back then. It's kind of, we're almost documenting the space in a way.
We are, for sure.
Yeah, we've been documenting the space for the last year. Look at us. So
we are documentarians.
Yes, content.
Yeah, exactly.
All right. Thank you all for listening to this Sunday recap episode. Hopefully you enjoyed it, and we'll catch you in the next one. Peace.
Thank you for tuning in to the NFT Catcher podcast. We hope you enjoyed today's episode and learned something new about the exciting world of NFTs. If you enjoyed today's episode, please take a moment to subscribe to our podcast on Apple, Spotify, or wherever you listen to your podcasts. And if you really love what you're hearing, please leave us a rating and review on your favorite platform. If you want to stay up to date with the latest news and insights from the NFT space, be sure to follow us on all the socials at NFT Catcher Pod. You can follow Jennifer at Jennifer_pseudo and Michael at NFTicket. I'm your producer, Andy, and I'm at AJC254. Our theme song's by It's Just Los. We always appreciate your feedback and support, which helps us reach more people and bring you informative and engaging content about NFTs. We look forward to bringing you more great NFT content in future episodes. Thanks for listening. Peace.